reaches, it preaches, it teaches while listening. You know it, you know me. I'm leeching while teaching. You see it, you know it. How you play me, I play fit, I play sit, I play stay, I play still, I play knit. I stitch it, I feel it. Reverse order, but place it and listen to reaching while reaching is still lit. Pay attention. Yeah.
Quick because it's really, really late. All right, let's start off week 3. Congratulations to all the winners. Boo hoo to all the losers. Let's go ahead and start off. Yes, I know. Stormy isn't with me this week. He's already in bed. He's finished his patrol. So I'm doing this without security. I'm like, I'm real out here. Real man, real thug. No security needed in my basement. All right, let's jump right into it. Tyrod's Doctor 124.6 over Chalupa Batman at 122.8. Yes, Chalupa Batman. Matt Ryan chokes another big one and doesn't give you the decency of giving you a fantasy game where he could help you out a lot. Also, it may be time to lay Odell Beckham Jr. to rest. He almost has put up the same amount of points as a third string receiver. Metcalf got Leon Leddit and could have given you a bigger game if he would, and it would have allowed you to win if he would have actually scored the touchdown and not showboated. Also, let's give an examination of why we should get rid of kickers. So, Buckner, who usually scored in week 1, 7 points, week 2, 12 points, week 3 gave you 2 points, which you end up losing by less than 2 points. So, if you had another player there, third receiver, probably could have gave you 2 points. There's actually guys on your bench that would have given you more than 2 points, which means you would have won if we got rid of the kicker. Go ahead to Tyrod's Doctor, which I do love the name because he did sabotage Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod's Doctor, good old Dakota Prescott, gives you another amazing performance with 472 yards. Yikes. You pretty much got every ounce of what you needed to win with his 48.2 points. That's how clutch that was for you. Also, Tyrod, I know you want to thank the heavens that Goodell's chosen one gifted you Allen Robinson, who went off for 10 receptions and 123 yards and 1 touchdown. Sorry. Yes, Jason's so upset about that, and Goodell's chosen one didn't feel great about that. But at least Darren Waller sucked, and you know how much you love Darren Waller. Gave you 2.9 points. And you know what? we we thought we would get away with it after week 1. We have another zero award going to our man. Well, I'll be John Brown giving you 0 points. I don't know if he went out with an injury. I'm assuming he did because, Josh Allen threw amazingly that game. All right, next game. We got Watermelon for Locals, 145 points to JK47, 120 points. JK47 had the yuckiest quarterback of all time who produced a Tim Tebow-like game in Lamar Jackson where he had like 97 yards passing but like 83 yards rushing. But he did salvage it out with 14 points for you. Tyler Lockett went off like a beast and dropped a big 40 burger on you. This is letting everybody know that DK Metcalf ain't the number 1 yet. Tyler Lockett got a lot to say. I don't know nobody that wants a piece of the Buccaneers backfield, but you have it with Leonard Fournette. And I know he's a beast, but as long as Ronald Jones is there, it's going to fuck up that money. Watermelon for Locos, man, getting another dangerous win. Looks like she may have a quarterback controversy on her hands because Cam Neutron didn't produce, gave you about 12, while Tom Brady was sitting on your bench with 31. So you would have slammed that win even harder. But luckily enough, Cam did enough for you to get the W. Then your team got nasty with Nuke giving you that funky 23.7. Dalvin Cook giving you that FSU love with a 26.9. And then the Tampa defense is out here feeling itself with 27.7. I know Tampa's thinking to themselves, man, it feels good not to have Jameis Winston throwing 30 interceptions in one game. Also, as you being a Florida native, is it Jacksonville that stinks real bad, smell-wise, or is it Tampa Bay? I always forget which one stinks real bad. Also, you may be a little bit scary once James White comes back because I think of all that production Burkhead got, is the production that James White probably will be getting. So keep a look at that. Saints and Sinners, 137.7 over Offen Church, 135.6. I guess God is fine with sinners running rampant on this earthly mortal plane. Off in church had Josh Allen, who's playing out of his mind. Looks like a real quarterback. Never thought he'll be accurate, but he is with 39.35 points. You were going to be tough to beat, though, with that Tyreek Hill with 21.2 and Travis Kelce combination, who had 14.7. You need a little bit more consistency out of your running backs, which you did make a trade to try to help that a little bit with Devin Singletary. Who would have ever thought that it'd have been a sad day when Le'Veon Bell is your Obi-Wan Kenobi, you have one and final hope. So we'll see what Bell does when he gets off the IR. Saints and Sinners. Quiet as it's kept, Stafford may be the better fantasy QB for you over Watson, the way Stafford's putting up. Watson, who did give you 20.2, so not a bad outing there. You still got your man CRTD. If for people who don't know who that is, that's my nickname for Calvin Ridley, who's rolling along with 17.7. The pride of Georgia is now in Nick Chubb, looking like he could be the best running back in the league with no CMC. Came back hard with a 24-point game for you. The unsung hero, as always, and every week is Tyler Boyd, who keeps on rolling with a train of 22.5 points. Don Vito, 171.95 over Dumpster Fire, 129.75. Dumpster Fire, let's start with you. You got men screwed with Gardner because you look terrible on Thursday night. Looks like he does need DJ Baby Chark. Hurts even more when the rookie of the year, Joe Burrow, I'm calling it now, is sitting on your bench with 24.5 points. Austin Eckler finally gave you that talent that you got when you drafted, and I'm pretty sure Austin Eckler is the second happiest person on the team right now that Tyrod Taylor's on the bench, but he did give you that production with 31 points, 31.3 points, and going forward, the team did good, man. He just ran up against a buzzsaw when it comes to your boy Don Vito. But you did have Evan Ingram, who gave you 5 points, and I hate Evan Ingram, so that's why, whatever. Also, when Devontae Adams gets back, it shores up your receivers, so you should be in the hunt. Keep the faith. Just hold on long enough to get Adams back. Don Vito smashes another one with the best, like I said, best draft pick all season so far, with A-Rod leading the way with 34.9 points. Also, the Colts defense pretty much outscored majority of offensive players this week. So shout out to you making that switch. I saw you pick them up and bench the defense for it. Colts defense gave 35.5 points. Gurley and Henry with a bounce back game with 15.2 and 27 points respectively. So go ahead, man. Gurley, maybe them knees ain't broke down yet. Now, you picked up Jeff Wilson, man, but you didn't even use him. I'll tell you this. I know Goodell's chosen one may send you an offer for that. So let him know what you want for that. All right. Also, I'm glad you changed the name to Don Vito because I got tired of reading Cowboys suck beautifully champions. So I got tired of reading that every week on the show. All right, now going to the favorite team that I love the most, styling and profiling. Woo! 164.7 points over Waste Management. 113.7 points. I just like saying styling and profiling because I can say the woo the whole time. All right, let's start off with Waste Management. Breezy Baby is back. Throwing to Alvin Kamara because Alvin Kamara should get more points for how much he carried Drew Brees. But Drew Brees did give you 33.4 points. Count all the same if you throw a 1-yard pass and he runs for 90, or if you throw a 90-yard pass and he runs for 1. Regardless of the point, he got your points, 33.4. I don't know if T.Y. Hilton's even good anymore. I was hiring him in the offseason, but looks like this year he's struggling. Can't really find that connection with Phillip Rivers because Phillip Rivers sucks. So he may be done for T.Y. Hilton. Welcome back, Kenny Galladay, Babytron, or whatever you want to call him, with 17.7 points. Your whole IR list is full, man. So, I mean, once you get those people off IR, you're going to be something to deal with. I think you're going to get out of the basement very quickly and run off some wins. Just keep the faith. Styling and profiling. Woo! Patrick, my mama said, don't call me Pat Mahomes. Dropped you a crazy 54.85. You typically will beat anybody when you put up those kind of numbers. And when I mentioned that Austin Eckler was the second happiest person that Tyrod Taylor was benched, the first happiest person will be my man, Keenan Allen, dropping 30.2 points. Keenan Allen has been getting target over target over target since Justin Herbert has taken over for the Chargers. So I'm wondering if Mike Williams is going to get some of that love eventually. Silent profiling looks like every week you have like 1-2 guys that just blow up. That helps you get those victories, man. Keep that up, man. It's looking good for you out there. Now in the game of the least, The Waterboy 180.5 over Goodell's Chosen One 123.5. Let's start with Goodell. Uh, Goodell's Chosen One is probably the worst team in the league. I guess kudos to Murray, Kyler Murray. He traded for him, giving him 24.9. Kudos for James Conner for 24.93. So if I was James Carter, I would demand a trade. You're wasting your talent on this terrible team. Go find somebody that can use you to help you win a championship. Hollywood Shuffle Brown is out here looking real tough, but when your quarterback is limited and throws some trash and garbage like that, I guess it's going to be hard to be successful. I'm going to keep the Waterboy real short because let's just be real with you. Russell Wilson gave you 51.95. Alvin Kamara gave you 48.7. James Robinson gave you 30.9. You add all those points together, that's 131.55 points. Those three players alone outscored Goodell's Chosen One's whole team. That's what you're dealing with here, people. That is that real. Now let's go to the standings. The Throne Division. Styling and Profiling, woo, is winning that division at a 2-1 record, but he is winning only by points purely because Tyrod's Doctor is sniffing right behind him. All right, coming for the throne, Don Vito is up with a nasty 3-0 record, but Saints and Sinners and Watermelon 4 Locos is 2-1 in division. Just remember, guys, division games start week 5. Also, I need that money. So anything can happen once those division games jump into play. The losers bracket, the Waterboy, who's just been dominating Bobby Boucher and everybody, just the competition, laying them flat, is still at 3-0. And then right behind him is Dumpster Fire at 2-1, but the Waterboy looks almost unstoppable. So we'll see how that goes. Let's go forward to Week 4's matchups. Week 4's matchups, we have the battles of the defeateds. Goodell's Chosen One versus Chalupa Batman. Neither one of them have a win. With our both luck, it will end up like the Bengals and Eagles game as a tie. Tyrod's Doctor versus the Waterboy. A nice 2-1. Tyrod's Doctor versus a dominant 3-0 by the Waterboy. So let's get it. Let's go. Plus, Tyrod's going to need this to stay in the rankings to try to keep up with the competition and stay in the lead of the division. JK47 versus Waste Management. Between those two teams, there's only one win. So hopefully Waste Management can get off the skid and get in there, get a W, and hope our season keep moving forward. Saints or Sinners versus Dumpster Fire. The battle of the 2-1s. Both are 2-1 right now, so this is a big game with big implications, especially because, like I mentioned, week 5 we go into division games, so you don't want to be too far behind your division rivals as you get into those games. Don Vito versus Orphan Church. Like I said, the juggernaut that is Don Vito is out here crushing people with a 3-0 record. Let's see if this continues. Let's see if he juggernaut smashes his way through Orphan Church. Styling and Profiling versus Watermelon 4 Locos, another 2-1 matchup with both teams. And like I said again, division games start in week 5, so you don't want to fall behind. So Styling and Profiling, you don't want to fall behind Tyrod's Doctor. Watermelon 4 Locos, you still got to run up, I believe, against Don Vito, who's leading your division. So this is all should be fun and cool. Some housekeeping things, like always. Please try to have your money into me before the end of week 5, because that's the first division game. I need that money, guys. It's $50. If you need to know where you can send me all the stuff, just text me or whatever, IM me, DM me, whatever, you can find me. You know how to find me. Don't make me have to send Stormy after you. Don't make me have to get Stormy out here in these streets after you so I can get my money, man. But it's $50. Go ahead and pay it up just so people know the breakdown. $500 for the winner. Second place gets $50, so that's their money back. And then I take another $50, and that's when I buy the championship mugs from. So Jason let me hold his, so just in case you didn't get to see it. This is Goodell's Chosen One. This is Goodell's Chosen One's mug here, you know. Nice and stylish, 49ers on there because that's his team. Then we list the players on your team that help you win this prestigious award. So if you win it, you'll get your own football team put on there with the players and all that good stuff. So the 50 goes to this for the young lady who designs that for me. She does a wonderful job, as you can see. I think Cody has one as well, so hooray to that. But yeah, also, so that's where the last 50 goes. Also, third place picks the draft order for next year. That's why Jimmy picked the draft order this year, because he came in third. Because, you know, Goodell's Chosen One smashed him. Jimmy repaid the favor. I beat him by 50-something. He beat me by 40-something. So I guess we'll call it even then. The last thing of business that we would pertain to is that the winner of the losers bracket gets to choose whatever pick they want for next year. So way it's looking, Waste Management and Goodell's chosen one. Maybe we should just start stacking our team for the losers bracket. Who knows? Guys, thank you guys for being part of the league. Hopefully you guys enjoy being part of the league. Hopefully you listen to these recaps. I mean, I'm a little bit tired, so I didn't do enough fancy smancy wordplay and stuff like I usually do. So I can get some rest, and I'll get back on it for next week for you guys.
You can't have me, nobody really wants you. You can't have me, nobody really needs you. You can't have me, nobody cares for you. You can't have me, now you can find you. You can't have me, nobody really wants you. You can't have me, nobody really needs you. You can't have me, nobody cares for you. You can't have me, now you can find you.